G'day, it's Jared Martin here, Investors Edge Real Estate. What I wanted to cover off here now is the top 3 things I wish I knew before I started investing. Now that was 14, 15 years ago, and I've had my real estate agency specialising in property management for the last 11 years. So God, I've learned quite a few things over that time. Top 3 things, I'm boiling it down to the first one being have a clear plan for the property that you're buying. Often people run out, buy a property, don't know what their holding position is going to be, don't know if they're renovating it, if they're developing it, and most importantly, if they're going to make a profit. So start at the end and work backwards from the end product of what you're creating and ensure you build in that profit margin. That's the clear plan you need to have before you buy it. If you're buying it for growth or if you're buying it for holding income, you need to have that plan so that you know how much it's going to cost you and what your hoped returns are. And then if the property doesn't live up to that, you can continue to assess whether to hold it. Point 2 is have good property management. Might sound biased coming from me as a specialist property manager, but picture this, everyone focuses on the purchase, which is the sexy part. They forget about having good quality tenants and what it'll mean to them, both with their return and their peace of mind if they don't have those things. Now we specialise in getting those 2 exact things for someone, maximising their return and just handling all the worry and stress so that they can hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 properties and it doesn't keep them up at night. Imagine if you were trying to manage all of that yourself and if you weren't getting it right and you were having costly vacancy, which can put a big hole in your pocket, or if you had damage to your property and you're having to reach in for that. And the other big factors are just the legalities now in Perth are extreme with the Residential Tenancies Act, the fines that are possible if you don't get these things right. Now, number 3 that I'm going to wrap things up on is finally, what was it? Oh, of course, having a great team around you. I used to try and do everything myself, learn every single possible thing before I started. It actually led to me being in analysis paralysis and also holding myself back as an investor. Part of having that team is being willing to pay for the expertise and also expecting a return from that payment. So a good buyer's agent is worth their weight in gold. If you're paying them 12, 14,000 and they're saving you 30, 40,000, that's a great return. Getting your accounting set up right with a real gun from the start so that you save 30,000 in taxes per year and you're paying 10 for it versus H&R Block where you're paying $300, good investment in that accountant. And of course I've gone and chosen all these things wrong along the way. And as well with property management, you get what you pay for. So a cheap local agent that isn't a specialist in property management is unlikely to be able to do those things that I mentioned earlier with both giving you the returns and peace of mind that you deserve. So, to recap, get a clear plan from the start, then get a great property management so you don't have to stress over it, and finally, get the team around you to make it all possible and leverage off their experience.